I'm not thinking of it as a seltzer.
Thank you.
Man, we could have got a free burgers right
Okay, beer me. It's Beer 30 with Brad and Ben of Sports Meets Beer. This is the Danny Wright Show.
97.7 The River.
Hooters of Rohnert Park. I've got Brad and Ben from Sports Meets Beer ready to drink not a beer.
First time ever, is it? Right? We did a cider once. We did a non-alc once.
We've done non-alcs.
We step outside the box.
We've done, I don't know,
quite often.
It might be the first seltzer.
We did a Barrel Brothers seltzer. I'm almost positive.
You're probably right.
I'm almost
Maybe.
positive. We did a Barrel Brothers seltzer. We
All
did
right.
a non-alcoholic. We've tasted some beers that shouldn't have been classified as beers.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Cloverdale Ale.
R.I.P. So, I'm going to bring this over to the camera.
Yeah. This looks like...
Is you know when you go to Chevron Oil Stop and they show you what your transmission fluid looks like? That's the color that it's supposed to be.
And it never is.
Like, we recommend this. You're like, no, thank you. They're like,
Yeah. I could have green beans and strained fennel coming out of my oil, but no, it look like this. All right, well, let's dive into our AATMF.
Wait, we didn't say what it is.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Surly
Kaz.
Temple. Old Kaz, Surly Temple, 5%. What do I say?
No, I was just enunciating.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
5%.
5% ABV.
That's what the Google machine told me.
Perfect.
So usually with our beers, seltzers, teas, and other, we go through an AATMF. That's appearance, aroma, taste, mouthfeel, and finish. 5 excellent talking points you can really do with any beverage.
I don't want to interrupt you, but there's a gentleman with a limp and throwing knives in his belt that just walked away from us. God bless Hooters of Rohnert Park. Go ahead.
Well, you went to go get one.
Yeah, exactly.
That looks delicious.
I would take a 5% seltzer any day of the week.
Right.
Well, obviously, the appearance, this thing is, it kind of reminds me of also the transmission fluid, but, when there was always like a wild character on Golden Girls, she always had that hair color.
That's great. That's great.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, the aroma on this, seltzers in themselves, they are when they're brewed and when they're made, it's are basically a flavorless alcohol. It's a whole process. Right. It takes a sugar water wort, pitch it with yeast, and that's what you make it. Force carbonate it, and you have a seltzer. So then flavoring is really towards the end. So this one has notes of pomegranate, lemon, and lime, which in the nose I get kind of the lemon peel, lime peel, that pith. Just those bitter components of that fruit.
Like so many of the things that we've talked about on this show before, sometimes it's just the way that you identify stuff. I would have, and I think you said this before we went on the old camera here, but like I get a lot of dragon fruit, which when you like take dragon fruit and break it down, it is so many of the things you just described.
Yeah.
The lemon, sort of the bitter pith, the lime, the lemon, it's almost passion fruity. Like there's
also the color too, which is weird that it's not a call out.
I was going to say the color is what would have made me think dragon fruit immediately.
Which maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm trying to sound cool, but really it's just like a stupid Pavlovian response to color.
Dragon fruit.
Yeah.
Of course.
It actually, the more I smell it, it smells like if you have a Corona Modelo, right? One of those beers, and you put a lime in it, automatically all you get is lime essence. That's really what I'm getting out of it. I don't get a ton of lemon, but I'm getting the lime flavoring there.
Yeah.
But going through and taste, is as to be expected. The nice thing, one thing I will say about pomegranate juice, it does it hits you in the back of the taste buds, and it really makes you pucker a little bit at first. But it's really very mild, and I think the lime helps balance that out. I know the first sip was a little different for all of us, but I'm actually really liking this. I'm not going to lie. I think this is...
It's now that it's been out, it's toned down a little bit, or maybe we're just used to it more. But.
Well, you come in, it's tough. We come in and we're, drinking water or something else out in our cars, and we come into this. I think this is actually pretty refreshing, and
yeah.
I've been leaning more towards, for my casual drinks, more towards vodka sodas and Palomas. Summertime, it kind of calls for that. Like if I'm going to have a cocktail, and this kind of reminds me, this is that bridge between a beer and a cocktail. I'm not thinking of it as a seltzer.
Thank you.
Man, we could have got a free burgers right there.
You know, and I suppose it's important for us to sort of acknowledge and recognize that it is a quote unquote surly temple, which is made with grenadine, which has pomegranate syrup in it. Everyone thinks, oh, it's just the maraschino cherry juice. You go to a place and they're pouring maraschino cherry juice in your Shirley Temple. Get out of there.
You might have type 2 diabetes.
Yeah. it's a pomegranate syrup for sure. So I think there's an element of what you're describing the pomegranate that makes total sense here.
That makes sense.
And so, you know, like we've acknowledged so many times on the show, when you set out, when you accomplish what you set out to accomplish, there's something to be, you know, there's something to be said for that, right? There's something to be celebrated for that. And they've definitely done that here. And initially, I mean, I had thoughts. I had preconceived notions before I actually sampled this.
We all did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my first few sips sort of matched that to some degree. But as this has gone on, and we've talked about this more, and I identify more of what is sort of exists in the flavor profile, I am enjoying this more than I did in the first few sips.
Right.
Now, I want to acknowledge, I mean, we're all about journalistic integrity here. This is still not my style. However, I see why this is refreshing. I see what they were trying to accomplish. I appreciate that they did it. It is very much like a Shirley Temple, a well-made Shirley Temple, by the way. How many places have you gone where your kids get it and it's just bright red only?
Right. Yep.
And it's like
with 7 cherries in it?
And it's a splash of Sprite.
Yeah.
They've set out to accomplish everything they wanted to accomplish here, and I think that's an admirable thing. And I think that makes for a good seltzer, and I know that here at Hooters, they're going through a lot of it. It's very popular. People really like it.
I'm not going to lie. I could thunder a bunch of these things.
I'm going to give it thumbs up because I appreciate what they're trying to accomplish. And, you know, like I said, we're trying to be as super fair as possible. I appreciate what they're doing here. They did what they wanted. It is refreshing for as much as and it's not really my style. It's going down very easy. And like I said, you know, we've heard here at Hooters of Rohnert Park that it's wildly popular. Goes well with some spicy wings. I'm sure of that.
I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up because to me, like, I'm looking for like the next drink of this summer. Like, summer is right up on the precipice, and I feel like this would be like something to have in the fridge. This is like hot days, 90-degree days and above. Like, sometimes just, you know, I just can't do IPAs or I can't do anything else. Like, this to me is like
thinking being on the river, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Like, just bringing, as you said, like a refreshing drink that's maybe not so heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes a ton of sense to me. So I would also give it a thumbs up.
Perfect. All the way around. There we go.
Check out this review and all the others at 977theriver.com or on the River app. And thanks to Hooters of Rohnert Park for having us.
Woohoo!
You better do.